In football, we have some players, they are consistent, they're on this side. And then on the other side, we have players that are brilliant, but they are not consistent. I will cite examples and I don't mean to drag any player. For example, a player like Reece James is one of the best right back in the world out there. If Reece James kicks the ball, if Reece James touches the ball, you can feel it. You know that yes, this is Reece James. But the question is he readily available? Is he consistent? Can you rely on him? On the other hand, a player like Jamie Carragher, who had no extraordinary brilliance. I'm not saying he's not a good defender. Of course, he had over 600, 500 and something plus appearances for Liverpool. So, if he's not good, he would not have those numbers of appearances. But he's a squad player who is just good at what he does and is readily available. So you might look at his 500 and something plus appearances and you might not see some world-class elite defending or some wow. You might not see a lot of wow defendings and all of that and a lot of goals. But he was readily available for Liverpool for almost a decade. Now, let's come back to modern day football. A player like Martin Zubimendi, who played 38 games. Zubimendi played 38 games for Arsenal. And he never gets the shout. He never gets the accolade. Bukayo Saka, I'm not saying Saka is not good. Bukayo Saka, who was not consistent in the season, was carrying the glory. I would not mention Declan Rice because Declan Rice was consistent, so it's not a perfect example. Declan Rice was consistent. He played 37 games as well. But how about players like Martin Zubimendi? And that's why you see players that are brilliant. Their few moments of brilliance, the spark they have, people tend to remember it more than the squad players who work their heart out week in, week out to make sure that the club is steady. So the question is, if you are a coach, if you want to choose something or you're a scout, what would you choose in a player? Would you rather have extraordinary brilliance who would be going to the hospital, or you would have someone who is consistent but who is not at the top level, who is not the superstar? Another example is Jeremy Frimpong for Liverpool. He is not fit for Liverpool, but he has the moment of brilliance. Another one is Trent Alexander-Arnold. There was a time he broke his ankle and he was out for nearly 8 months. Trent Alexander-Arnold's brilliance is almost second to none, because if he kicks the ball, you will know this is Arnold. If he strikes the ball, you will know left and right crosses. He even went to unlock set piece. You will know this is Arnold. They are very special players. When they kick the ball, you can hear the ball speak. Meanwhile, we have other players like Chaloba, for example. He's just there doing his defending all around the year, no hospital, but no extraordinary moment of brilliance, not a lot of them like that. So this is the controversy. When a club wants to sign a player, you will say, no, I don't want this player in my club, he's injury prone. How about his brilliance? When a club wants to sign a player, you will say, he's just consistent, there is nothing special about him, we want special and superstar players. And this is where we found ourselves. Consistency on one hand, brilliance on the other hand. Look at players like Cole Palmer. They only need to be fit and they can do a lot of damage. Look at Bukayo Saka. They only need to be fit and they will do a lot of damage. Meanwhile, there are other squad players. Look at Ousmane Dembele. He only needs to be fit. Dembele needs to be fit and he will give you a world-class performance. But how about other members of the squad that are doing the whole thing? Look at this. One tree does not make a forest. So when your club is trying to sign a player, stop saying we don't want this player because he's only consistent. There is nothing special about that player. Yeah, that's the word they use. They say there's nothing special about that player, but he's consistent all around the year. He doesn't get injured. When you call on him, he's always there. Everybody likes a shiny toy. We want everybody that will be doing step overs, players with explosive shot power, even if they'll be going to clinic every now and then. So when they want to sign this player, they say there's nothing special about this player. On the other hand, when they want to sign a special player who goes to the hospital about all the time, you say, I don't want this player, he's not reliable, he goes to the clinic all the time. Football is about balance, but at some point we need to make decision. And this is why I'm throwing this question to you. If you are to choose, there are a lot of people strolling with their dogs. Yeah, right. So if you are to choose, would you pick brilliance over consistency, or you pick consistency over Brilliance? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. You will see me and I'll see you again in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.